Spinks, what's going on, man?
What's up with you, my guy?
How we doing today?
It's going all right, my dude.
I love it. I love it. Listen, man. There's a lot of things going on in boxing, man. I wanted to, get your point of view on certain things. What you thought about that press conference?
I thought it was cool. They hyping it up, man. They hyping it, man. It's gonna be an interesting fight, man.
So from the press conference, from the press conference, it was a lead up to a sparring that got leaked by Ryan.
Yeah, man.
Which
Yeah, Tank put them hands on.
you seen it?
Yeah, man.
What you get out of that sparring clip, champ?
I got what I got out of it is a certain type of toughness. You know what I'm saying? Of different fight. You know, different fighters like Tank cut from a different cloth that a lot of people that they have fought that he possesses, but he also could be in your face and use his power as will. And I think he took control of that because Devin was still trying to throw punches, but I think Tank power just overtook it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you what the people are saying as far as complaints because you Zab Judah, you guys been working with professionals when you guys were amateurs.
Yeah.
The one of the excuses right now is that people are saying, hey, Devin was 16, and he was just about to turn pro. He was about to turn pro that year. Um, and Tank was 20. They got like a 4-year gap.
No, but the thing is, people don't understand. Um, an amateur can get the best of a pro because when you turn professional, you have to be really retaught on how to slow things down. So
We'll pick them
so
back up again, you mean?
well, no, no, you have to slow your output down.
Coming into the pros.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you just can't get in there and just throwing for like points. You throwing to set people up to hurt. So amateur could get off on a pro for
Mm.
being very 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 busy because a pro is going to take his time.
True.
A
True.
pro is going to take time where the amateur is hands on. If he's sparred with a top rated amateur, a decorated amateur that's been to the nationals and everything, they're gonna be getting off.
Mm-hmm.
And the professional gonna sit and plot, set people up. But an amateur don't have time, so an amateur can get off on a professional.
Mm. Mm.
Now when he start going over his limit, when the amateur start going over his limit to like over the 3 to 4 rounds, now he's in trouble because he's stepping into territory that he has no idea about.
Now, Cory, you tell me, because um, that sparring yourself. You know what I mean? You've been an undisputed champion. You've been there, done that. As far as doghouse rules are concerned, does that? I'm assuming you're saying that benefits who more, the amateur boxer or the professional boxer?
Dog clubhouse rules are, it's foreign. You know what I'm saying? It's if you get your ass in there, it benefits. You know, it can teach you the amateur to be a dog. You know what I'm saying? But it benefits the professional. But it's it's no rules for real. You know.
Right, right. Um, Now, obviously, this was a clip, and there was some edits. Regardless of that, at just looking at it in your point of view, you feel like uh, you s- is that something that you was that you needed to see? Is that something that you already knew? Like, does that make the fight even more interesting in your eyes? Obviously Tank had to admit that, Haney got off on him after. But regardless, 10-ounce gloves is 10-ounce gloves, right?
Yeah, 10-ounce gloves, but it'll be a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like them sparring gloves.
What's going on, Coach Breadman?
Hey, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We got a little special here. We got Cory Spinks on the live as well. He's just called in, so he's actually joining our conversation.
Oh man, Corey Spinks was one of my favorite fighters, man. His coach Kevin Cunningham, I see him was old coach. I see him all the time. I thought Corey Spinks beat Jermaine Taylor. He'd be in the Hall of Fame if he would have got that victory, man. He did a good job in that fight. I went to go see Corey Spinks live against Ricardo Mayorga in Atlantic City. And I was going crazy. I bet on him that night when he came down dancing to that St. Louis song. I said, man, this boy gonna win this fight this night, man. I'm a big fan of Corey Spinks.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, just coming into the topics here, we have certain topics that have really been throwing, really going viral. Obviously, we've been having this Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney press conference. We obviously, Bill Haney was talking about, the sparring. Hey, Ryan leaked it out the other day. Obviously, we have Raymond Ford fighting tonight as well. Then we have that whole Canelo situation as well. So we gotta act fast right here, right? So
Yes, sir. I got 20 minutes, bro. I gotta give my kids, man.
exactly. So nevertheless, let's go straight to it. What do you guys believe in the press conference and the whole leaking of the sparring and how it went about?
I mean, that seems to be what people do these days. I don't ever talk about sparring. Anybody to know, like, anything can happen in the gym. A lot of times that stuff depends upon what part of camp you in, you know, how many sparring partners you had that day. It's so much that involves in that, you know what I mean? It's really not worth talking about. But they doing a good job of promoting the fight and causing a lot of, commotion about it. So that's a good thing as far as the promotion. But I don't think anything about leaking the sparring. That's just what everybody seems to be doing these days. But I don't talk about sparring personally. It's not really that big of a deal to me because so much can happen in the gym, man. You'll see you'll see an 18, 19-year-old kid sometime come and kick a Hall of Famer's butt if you catch him on the right day. And if you brag about that kind of stuff, it's just like, don't nobody get the better of all the work. I'll say it like that. You're gonna have days where everybody is gonna have a day on you. So when guys post sparring, it's like, all right, well, what about the days you didn't get the better of it? So I really personally don't get into that, but they are doing a good job of selling the fight.
You was about to say something, Corey?
Yeah, but I agree to what he's saying. I agree to what he's saying, but this what I was looking at. I was looking at the the big gloves, and the punching power. Like them big gloves are made to protect you in sparring. If a person is getting hurt, with these big gloves. Just imagine him in these small gloves punching like that.
So, what do you think? Did you see the sparring, Breadman?
Yes, I saw the sparring.
Do you hear what Cory Spinks is speaking upon? Like, obviously, this is a big fight that people want to see. You know what I'm saying? Now this got leaked out. Um, do you look at that any type of way as far as those gloves are concerned?
That Tank was hurting him in big gloves, so he must gonna hurt him in small gloves. Corey got a good point with that, but it was a long time ago, and you know, I mean, Tank got the better of the work that was released. Nobody could argue and dispute that. Tank was getting the better of it. Uh, would he have stopped him on that day if he had small gloves on? Probably yes. But just because you got the better of somebody 8, 9, 10 years ago, that don't mean you're gonna get the better of them now. So I don't really, I agree with Corey. If he was hitting him with them same shots, then then he would have stopped him in the fight. But it was just highlights. We didn't see everything, and obviously Devin has matured since then. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like he's 25, 26 now.
I'm not saying like the fight will go like that because Devin now is a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Has gotten better. You know what I'm saying? It's just of course I do see him getting hit more often than how he fought what's the name. You know what I'm saying? Because Tank is a different monster. You know, the fight will be so much better than it was back then. And then for for them to release that video, it'll be even better because now Devin has a big chip on his shoulder. He's going to work harder, and I know Tank gon' work harder because the video. You know, it just makes it interesting because it is a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I you know what I'm saying. I still give the edge to Tank. You know what I'm saying? But Devin is came to his own. So I'm just eager to see this the Haney and the Garcia fight right
So, you know, now that being said, that obviously, we seen the sparring. Now that was geared up to be a promotion for Devin and Ryan. Now, as far as 420 is concerned, and the promotion that Ryan is bringing to the table, what would you guys have to say about that? Coach, what would you have to say about that? And then I would like to hear what you would have to say, Corey, after.
What do you mean 420?
That's
The marijuana talk?
that's what. Well, they're fighting on 420, and Ryan's doing a different type of promotion, kind of leading towards the 420 type of vibe, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't have no comment on no fighters smoking weed, man. If they want to do that, that's on them. But I don't really. I mean, that's self-explanatory. You really shouldn't be doing certain things with your body.
now. You can't do that in box though. You can't do.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not even really worth commenting on. Anybody that's like in boxing understand that it's certain things you can't do. And it doesn't mean that fighters don't do it. They human beings, you know what I mean?
But
But you
can't do it
supposed to abstain from sex during camp. You're not supposed to be drinking. You're not supposed to be smoking. Now, if somebody chooses to do it, then that's on them. Maybe he's talented enough to get away with it. But I wouldn't recommend no fighters doing that.
now it's a downfall because for one, it's drugs. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get suspended. You know what I'm saying? So that's a no. You know what I'm saying? You got to be clean, man. You can't do that in box. So
Well,
that's a no brainer, man. You can't do it. It's going to affect your endurance, um, for sure. That's